Hi everyone, welcome to the Bliss Wish. It's been really long and I thought I should just sit down and make a video. This topic I was thinking for a very long time, but I didn't shoot it, so I thought why not sit today and shoot this topic. This topic is all about becoming more of a doer versus a viewer, so less of consumption and more of productive creativity, so let's just get started. So my first tip is track yourself. Many times if you've noticed, whether you sit on your laptop or on your phone, you realize that, a lot of time has passed by and you're scrolling through either Instagram or Facebook or, even if you're on your laptop, for me it happens that a lot of time goes by and I'm watching YouTube videos. So what I've done is when I was listening to one of the podcasts, this person, he was suggesting to use the app called Riskier. So I downloaded it on my computer, and every time I visit any website or I do anything, whether specifically on my computer or on the internet, when I see the entire graph on that website, like after I'm there for the entire day using different website, doing my work on my laptop, it shows a graph where it shows how much of my time I've spent on entertainment, on shopping, or doing my writing. So it's exactly shows how many hours I've spent. At the end of the day, I come to know whether I was really productive or not. So I have downloaded this app on my phone as well, so I don't waste too much of my time on being on Instagram. So I feel tracking is one of the best ways when it comes to see how much you're really doing instead of just consuming the outer knowledge. So even though if you just cover it by saying that I am watching something knowledgeable, a lot of time is going in consumption. So it's better that you focus on doing the work that is of course the creative part of it, the actual doing, instead of being consuming too much of the outer knowledge. So that's what I'm trying to do, tracking myself and trying to know how much am I consuming a lot of knowledge instead of putting out the knowledge out there. So that's my first tip, track yourself, and I'll leave the link for the app. It's called Riskier, so you can track yourself. There are many other apps that help to track yourself the entire day, how much productive you have been. So my first tip is yes, to track yourself. So my second tip is that you know enough. So for me, I used to often engage in a lot of content and think that I'm providing a lot of knowledge. Yes, you do get to learn a lot of knowledge and you get to learn a lot from other people, from other courses, but I started realizing that I'm spending too much of my money and time into learning things instead of doing things. So what I started telling myself is that I know enough and I need to just sit down and start doing stuff, because when you're actually doing things, you are learning. In that process itself, you're learning. So my second tip is that too much of consumption, because normally now these courses that are there that tell you that if you take up this course, it's going to be helpful and you cannot do anything without this course. So what I think is that even if you start from the basic and keep doing that again and again, that process itself will help you to, that itself will be a learning. So engage yourself in the doing part instead of too much of consumption, and you normally end up procrastinating, saying that I don't know enough and I need to learn some more. So I prefer just indulge in the doing activity and not too much into consumption of the knowledge. Yes, the knowledge is good, you need to learn more. I'm not saying you don't need to, but it is important that we engage more in the doing part. So yeah, it's important to tell yourself you know enough. So my third tip is be comfortable with failure. So I have realized that another way of procrastinating or not doing the stuff that I need to do is by just thinking that I might fail at it. So that itself is actually stopping me from doing what I actually should do, because normally failure is like since if you feel you're going to fail, you want to put yourself in a comfort zone, telling that yeah, I might fail at this, so why do it anyway. So I feel it's not, the approach shouldn't be that way. We should really focus on being okay with failure. Like if we fail, it's okay to tell ourselves that it's going to be a learning process. So if you fail at it, it's all right. Failure should not stop you from doing things. Rather, it's going to teach you a lot more than any course will teach you. So for example, I'm learning how to use this camera, so I might fail at many attempts at the beginning, but the more I use it, I'll be more easier. It'll be more easier for me to be shooting with this. So whatever is your thing, whatever you're doing, if you are really scared of the failure and that's stopping you from doing what you actually should do, then understand that the failure is it's like a stepping stone. It's going to make you learn so much, and you're only going to go higher up. So do not be scared of the failure and let that not stop you from doing stuff. So my fourth point is to win your inner and outer battle. So what I want to say is that often when we decide to do something and we have a goal, like we have a lot of inner battle that is going on. Whether be it, it can be a lot of negative thoughts. We often like to, pull ourselves down, that we aren't good enough, so I feel we should really win that inner battle, really ignore this, Even there is a lot of outer talks from our family or friends that whether we are good, we aren't good, there is a lot of outer chatter that goes on. So there's a lot of battle, the inner side of us, like, the inside of us telling us that it's not working, or I can't do this, it's really actually stopping us from doing what we actually should do. So there's a lot of outside thing that, be it the social media, or be it your parents, be it your friends, be it your anybody, that is your outer circle that keeps telling you, oh, it's not going to happen, or what you're dreaming is not enough and you cannot do that and it's not possible. And there's also inner battle that goes on where we have a lot of negative thoughts. So what I want to say is that the doing is stopped because of this. So you have to really win your inner battle and the outer battle. So yeah, my fourth point is just focus on your doing, instead of too much of your inner negativity and the outer negativity. Just ignore that and focus on your doing. So my fifth point, doing is a practicing habit. So like anything else, if you're too used to consuming something that has become your habit, but whether it's TV or whether it's consuming content through laptop or phone, anything, we are too used to it because it's now become a part of our life and it's become habit. So if you want to engage in the doing part, you have to make that as a habit, and that will only happen when you do it daily. So make it a practicing habit. So that's my fifth point. Whatever is it that you want to do, you have to do it daily and make that as your habit. So like Godin says, ship it and don't focus too much on the perfection part of it, because normally that just delays it. So it's important that you just focus that it's done, it's completed. So you can really, if you focus too much on the perfection part, it's going to be delayed. So just ship it, like Godin says. So I just want to read out something what Godin has said, and it is so apt for this video. So I think it's important that you all hear it. Every day I meet people who have so much to give, but have been bullied enough or frightened enough to hold it back. Stop settling for what's good enough and start creating art that matters. Stop asking what's in it for you and start giving gifts that change people. Then and only then will you have achieved your potential. You have brilliance in you, your contribution is valuable, and the art you create is precious. Only you can do it, and you must. I'm hoping you will stand up and choose to make a difference. So before I end this video, I want to leave a link of Godin. He's created this PDF where it'll help you to see what's stopping you from actually doing the work that you should be doing, and just help you to ship the work. Just do the work and ship it. And apart from the PDF, I have these two books which I feel are really amazing. So if you really want to get into this creative part, if it'll be good if you read it. And even if you don't read it, it's okay. Like I said, it's you have enough knowledge to go out there in the world and contribute, share your knowledge. So I really encourage that. But if you really want to go through these books, I would suggest is Go Giver, the first one, and the second one is Jab Jab Right Hook by Gary Vaynerchuk. So I would like to end this video, and I hope you all got something valuable. It's we just need to get up and start doing what matters to us, rather than just being consumers, because that's what the world wants us to be, consuming and buying stuff and engaging in a lot of content what others create. It's good, but it's important that we focused on the doing part, focus on what we actually need to do, and be a doer instead of a consumer. So thank you for watching this video. If you really liked it, please give it a thumbs up, and just share with your friends. And yeah, I will come back with one more video. Till then, you subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thank you for watching. Bye.